Electric cars have become an increasingly popular alternative to traditional gasoline-powered vehicles. Not only are they more environmentally friendly, but they can also be more cost-effective over time. In this video, we'll explore the world of electric cars, including their history, how they work, and what the future might hold for this exciting technology. The first electric cars were developed in the early 1800s, but it wasn't until the early 2000s that they began to gain significant traction in the market. The early electric cars were limited by their short range and lack of charging infrastructure, which made them impractical for most drivers. However, with advancements in battery technology and the development of charging networks, electric cars have become a more viable option for consumers. Today, electric cars are more common than ever before. One of the most notable electric car manufacturers is Tesla, founded in 2003. Tesla has been a driving force in the electric car market, offering a range of models that have helped to dispel the myth that electric cars are slow and unattractive. Tesla's electric cars are known for their sleek design, impressive performance, and long range. In addition to Tesla, other major automakers have also entered the electric car market. Nissan's Leaf was one of the first mass-market electric cars, and Chevrolet's Bolt offers a range of over 200 miles per charge. Many other automakers, including BMW, Ford, and Volkswagen, have also released electric models in recent years. Despite their growing popularity, electric cars still face some challenges. One of the biggest is the cost of batteries, which can make electric cars more expensive than their gasoline-powered counterparts. However, as production scales up and technology improves, the cost of batteries is expected to come down. So how do electric cars work? Instead of relying on gasoline or diesel fuel, electric cars are powered by electricity. They use rechargeable batteries to store energy, which is then used to power an electric motor that drives the wheels. The batteries are charged by plugging the car into an electrical outlet or a charging station. One of the main advantages of electric cars is that they produce no tailpipe emissions, making them much cleaner for the environment. They are also much quieter than traditional cars, which can be a significant benefit in urban areas. Another advantage of electric cars is that they can be more cost-effective over time. Although they may have a higher upfront cost than gasoline-powered cars, electric cars are typically cheaper to operate and maintain. They require less maintenance than traditional cars, as they have fewer moving parts, and the cost of electricity is typically lower than the cost of gasoline. Despite their many advantages, electric cars do have some drawbacks. One of the biggest challenges is range anxiety, or the fear that the car will run out of power before reaching its destination. While modern electric cars can travel hundreds of miles on a single charge, this is still less than the range of a traditional car with a full tank of gas. However, this issue is becoming less of a concern as charging infrastructure continues to improve. Another challenge is the availability of charging stations. Although the number of charging stations is growing rapidly, they are still less common than gas stations, particularly in rural areas. This can make it difficult for electric car owners to take long trips, as they need to plan their route carefully to ensure that they have access to charging stations along the way. The production of electric cars involves the use of lithium-ion batteries, which require the extraction of metals such as cobalt, nickel, and lithium. The extraction of these metals can have negative environmental impacts, including habitat destruction and water pollution. Additionally, the manufacturing process for electric cars requires a significant amount of energy, contributing to greenhouse gas emissions and climate change. However, despite these environmental concerns, the production of electric cars can still be more environmentally friendly than traditional gasoline-powered cars. Electric cars produce no emissions while driving, and as renewable energy sources such as wind and solar become more prevalent, the energy used to produce electric cars will become cleaner as well. To mitigate the environmental impacts of electric car production, manufacturers are increasingly implementing sustainable production practices, such as using recycled materials, reducing water usage, and sourcing renewable energy for production facilities. As the demand for electric cars continues to grow, it is important for manufacturers to prioritize sustainability in their production processes. Despite these challenges, the future looks bright for electric cars. As battery technology continues to improve, the range of electric cars is likely to increase, making them more practical for long-distance travel. In addition, the cost of batteries is expected to continue to decrease, making electric cars more affordable for a wider range of consumers. While electric cars are becoming more popular, there are still some alternatives to consider. One option is hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, which use hydrogen gas to power an electric motor. These cars emit only water vapor as a byproduct, making them a zero-emission vehicle. However, there are currently few hydrogen refueling stations available, making it difficult to own and operate one. Another alternative is biofuel vehicles, which use renewable fuel sources such as ethanol or biodiesel. These fuels can be made from crops such as corn or soybeans, and they emit fewer greenhouse gases than traditional gasoline or diesel. However, there are concerns about the impact of using large amounts of crops for fuel production, which could lead to food shortages and other environmental problems. Finally, there are also hybrid vehicles, which combine a gasoline or diesel engine with an electric motor. These cars can switch between the two power sources, depending on driving conditions, and can achieve higher fuel efficiency than traditional vehicles. However, they still rely on fossil fuels to some extent and do not offer the same zero emissions benefits as electric or hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. Overall, there are several alternatives to electric cars, each with their own benefits and drawbacks. As technology continues to evolve, it will be interesting to see how these different options develop and how they can help us move toward a more sustainable future. Electric cars are an exciting development in the world of transportation. They offer a cleaner, more sustainable alternative to traditional gasoline-powered cars, and they have the potential to revolutionize the way we travel. As the technology continues to improve and charging infrastructure expands, it's likely that we'll see more and more electric cars on the road in the coming years. If you found this video informative and fascinating, don't forget to subscribe for more exciting and informative content about science and technology. Let us know in the comments below what other topics you would like us to cover in the future. We are always looking for new ideas and topics to explore.